Hello team, this is a Redux for Fibonacci Sequence, a challenge that I released the video for. I didn't release the challenge, I released the video for way back in January 2nd. So that was a prelude to another Fibonacci challenge that happened that same day. And with this one, being that it is today's challenge, I wanted to review the code, right? Because any good dev, they should be able to look back and see where you can make improvements or find bugs. Well, one improvement that we could make right now is bringing this here, sorry, not there, doing a copy instead of a thing, because this is a whole lot of work for nothing. All we really needed to do was go I less than 2, right? And it should still work. It works great. The other thing that I noticed was what happens if start sequence is an empty array, right? What if? Just what if, right? Well, because we have 0 here, right, and the Fibonacci sequence is 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, well, we can use that to our advantage to go right here and just return I. Okay, that's not going to do anything for us today, but the question becomes now, what happens if start sequence only has one number, right? That seems very weird to me, but one number doesn't really work, because if they put like 15 in here, and the second number is 1, well, now our Fibonacci sequence makes 0 sense, right? So what we probably need is if that start sequence, spelling it right, like this, dot length, right? If that is equal to 1, then we should probably throw new error with a useful message like oops, right? Again, nothing about this is going to change the actual challenge, but I did want to revisit it because I used a lot more code than I needed to, right? Testing for undefined doesn't really do anything. We just need to go I less than 2. And because of our happy path here, we're always guaranteed to get a number. But taken a little bit further, we were able to do this with, say, an empty sequence. So if we wanted to start at 0, now we can. We just pass in an empty array. To that extent, I would probably move these arguments around and then have a default of empty string, of empty array for start sequence, which means that I just need to supply the length, right? Can't do that today because of how this code works, but it's an option, right? And then, of course, testing to make sure that if we only have one item in there, well, now we need to make a decision, right? And the decision becomes, should I have been the first item or the second item, right? We don't know. So it's just easier to throw a new error. And that's what we did here. So again, just a quick review, quick update to this, but I feel like it's a little bit tighter, a little bit easier to understand, right? If this is the first time that I'm looking at type of, I might not really understand that undefined actually needs to be in quotes, right? So just doing a less than, it's easier to reason about, easier to do. Could we do things like move this all into an else block? Yeah, absolutely. Options, right? So that's it for this one. This has been the Fibonacci Sequence Redux. If you liked it, if you hated it, if you want to see more of these Reduxes as we go through and complete more of these challenges, let me know all that good stuff, right? And let me know if you went a different way, right? I do like to see those as well. So until the next one, I will see you then.